Hey, everybody, how are you doing? This is the last day of 2025. How is everyone? Do me a favor as you come into the room, I need for you to hit that like button. If you're not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button and notification bell next to it so that you will not miss an episode. So it is New Year's Eve. How are you bringing in the new year? Are you going to party? Anybody here like to dance? Are you bringing the new year like that? Or are you bringing it in with Jesus? Are you going to say Jesus? Or are you going to stay at home and watch the countdown? So it used to be Dick Clark, not Dick Clark anymore. You're going to watch the countdown. Which way are you bringing in the new year? Let me know. Chime in. Put it in the comments. Which way? Which way are you bringing in the new year? All right. So we're going to talk about millionaire secrets. All right. So I asked ChatGPT. So AI is going to be a game changer. It is going to level the playing field. Reason being, you have any question in your mind, you ask ChatGPT will give you the answer. And that's just at the foundational level when it comes to AI. So let's see what ChatGPT has to say regarding millionaire secrets. And in my opinion, this is a secret. Reason being is if it wasn't a secret, they would be teaching it in the school system, right along with algebra, geometry, all the stuff that you'll never use. They would be teaching how to become wealthy. And very at the foundational level, investing, right? It's not in a school system. So that signals that they don't want you to know, all right? So let's see, back to ChatGPT. ChatGPT, tell me the millionaire secrets. Now, of course, ChatGPT is not going to tell you everything. Some things are intrinsic. Some things God will show you a little pieces, bits and pieces, when He thinks that you're ready. All right, so let's see what ChatGPT has to say about these millionaire secrets. Okay, I asked ChatGPT, what is the single most overlooked secret that most don't realize? And this is the answer. Millionaires make money work for them instead of working for money. So, where the majority of people will go to a job, millionaires are doing this, building systems, investments, businesses. When it comes to building systems, investments, businesses, they are talking about stocks, real estate, owning a business, intellectual property. So within the stocks, there's still some secrets in there. There are secrets within the stocks itself. Uh, in real estate, there's still some secrets within real estate, right? And those you can get through reading. Stocks is more intrinsic. Owning a business, that's learning a whole new skill, right? So just learning how to sell at the basic foundation. Because what do people do when you are trying to sell them something? They know you're trying to sell them something and it's immediate turnoff, right? I think it's instinct, right? So owning a business is learning brand new skills, learning how to sell at the basic foundation. All right. So This is what ChatGPT is saying. Millionaires make money work for them instead of working for money. Building systems, investments, businesses. So they talk about other things. We're going to go into that a little bit later. But when it comes to businesses, have you ever noticed if you watch other YouTubers, influencers, anyone talking on any podcast, Clubhouse, anybody listen to Clubhouse? I used to listen to Clubhouse. I don't listen to Clubhouse um, anymore. But one thing you will notice, especially with the YouTubers, influencers, they talk about making this huge, big money from a business. Huge, expansive. But have you ever noticed that they're not going to tell you what the business is? All right. So that would be the first step. Why? Because it's a secret. They're not going to tell you what the business is. Also, it's not enough just to know, just to have the head knowledge. That's not enough. So you need the actual steps. Okay, so this is the business. So what are the actual steps that you took to build this business? All right. So we live in a world of secrecy, whether people want to admit that or not. Tell us what your business is. What is your business? All right, so ChatGPT, the other things that they say, millionaires live below their means, invest, stocks, real estate, business, reading, learning from mentors. So that's the other thing. Some of us have mentors and some of us don't have mentors. But I do believe that the people without mentors can make it too. Do you believe that? Some of us have mentors and some of us don't have mentors. Why that is, I have no idea because the guy is sitting right next to you. You know what I mean? All right, so what else did ChatGPT say? ChatGPT said, don't rely on, this is what millionaires do. They don't rely on one income source. Okay, so what we've been trying to do is go to school and get an education and get a job. So that's one income source. So that's the first mistake. Millionaires don't rely on one income source, all right? They have side businesses, investments, passive income, all right? Other thing ChatGPT says, millionaires are patient. So they're saying that wealth grows over decades. Do you agree with that or not? Let me know, wealthy people. Do you agree with that or not? Does it take decades to build wealth? Let me know in the comments. Inquiring minds want to know. Does it take decades? Because I have heard of stories of people doing it in 2 years, depending on what they're doing. And all of that is a secret, like I just said. But what do you say, wealthy people? Because I know you're watching. Does it take decades to grow wealth? And just put a yes or a no in the comments. Speaking of the people watching, I have a request before I continue with ChatGPT. I have a request. So for the people watching, my request is for the year 2026 that you would engage with me, meaning that you would talk in the comments, because that helps the channel when you have engagement versus me just talking and there's a bunch of people watching and not saying anything. So I have that request that you would engage with me. Say something in the comments. It could be anything. So that is a request. If you would do that for me, I would appreciate it. I know that there are people watching that don't want me to know that they're watching, but I know you're watching. I know my coworkers are watching, people at my job, current job, past job, um, perps. There are all kind of people watching. And so could you just do me the favor and engage with me? All right. If you're going to be spending time watching, I don't think that's too much to ask. All right. Okay. So back to ChatGPT. Millionaire secrets. Millionaires avoid high interest consumer debt. And they say something in addition to that. They leverage debt strategically. That's an important point. They use leverage and they use it strategically. All right. Other thing, the last thing is calculated risks. Millionaires take calculated risks. All right. Well, ChatGPT says that the magic is in the compounding. Small amounts invested consistently over years can create massive wealth. Small amounts invested consistently over years can create massive wealth. So, this is what ChatGPT is saying. That's one reason why it's important to invest for your children. Invest for your children. And so they're not starting from square one, just out here trying to figure it out, you know? So do that for your children. And if you don't have children, go make some children. What are you doing? Spending all your time on YouTube? And this, I'm talking to the men. Of course, take it in the steps, right? You get married first, and then you have children. And I'm talking to the men here because the men, you're the leaders. You are the leaders. All right. So lead. All right. So that is what ChatGPT said about millionaire secrets. And I do believe that there are more secrets that are not on ChatGPT. Because if it wasn't a secret, everybody would be a millionaire. Don't you think that? They got all kind of roadblocks out here to try to prevent you from becoming one. Some examples of that would be unawareness. Unawareness is a roadblock. And then the information. That's one of the differences is either you have the information or you don't. Right? It's not like they're doing brain surgery out here. It's like either you were given the information or you weren't given the information. All right. So do me a favor. If you like the channel, I need you to hit that like button. You're not a subscriber, I need you to do me a favor, hit that subscribe button and notification bell next to it so that you will not miss an episode. Happy New Year's Eve. It is New Year's Eve right now. Don't forget on your way out, hit that like button. And I wish you a prosperous new year. When it comes to setting goals, it's a good idea to set goals. So you have all different areas of your life, right? You got your finance, you got spirituality, you have relationships, and then there's one more category I can't think of. If you could think of it, put it in the comments. I don't think it's health. I think it's social or something like that. But health could be one too. Put in the comments if you would like to, all the different categories of goals that people have. But since this is a finance channel, we're going to talk about financial goals. So get out a piece of paper and write down some financial goals for 2026. So your business, how much money are you going to make this year in your business? How many properties are you going to buy this year? And then anything else that you would like to add, feel free. But it is better to have a focus so that you're focused on something. All right. So thank you for watching, everyone. On your way out, don't forget, hit that like button. You're not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button and notification bell next to it so that you will not miss an episode. Again, thank you for watching, everyone. Happy New Year's Eve. And I will see you next year.